So for this part right here, guys, what I want you to understand is the concept, the basic concept of thermal energy, because this is going to be a little bit more complex on Thursday and Friday when we go to heat transfer. So in this part right here, some examples are actually, look at the kitty cat right there, the warmth from the sun, a cup of hot chocolate, baking in an oven, and then the last one, which is the thermal part, the heat from the heater. So looking here at these examples, and I'm going to show you something here really quick. Why do you think the cup of chocolate is actually a good example? So first of all, the hot chocolate has thermal energy from its vibrating particles, right? Because it's hot. When you pour some cold milk into your hot chocolate, some of this energy is actually transferred from the chocolate to the particles in the milk. So from the hot part to the coolest one, okay? So that's why it says from the hot chocolate to the particles in the milk. So what happens? Your hot chocolate cools down because it lost some of its thermal energy to the milk. So remember about those terminology, thermal energy, and we're talking about transferred, because you're going to see that a lot on Friday and Thursday and Friday. So why do water droplets form on the outside of a jar of cold water? Think about this. Thermal energy moves from water vapor in the air around the jar into the cold drink. As the water molecules in the air lose this energy, right? They slow down and move closer together. As this happens, the water vapor condenses into a liquid on on the outside of the jar. So these are the things that I want you to think about when you see the cases on Thursday, Friday, because you're going to have different cases on that part. And I think we're going to have an exit ticket, so you'll find out. In this part right here, the states of matter, again, this is a really quick review. You see the solid, liquid, and gas. Look at the particles, look at the formation, how they're bonded together, how they're separate, and how they're actually spread out. Some matter changes from solid to liquid to gas as its particles heat, vibrate, and separate. And then if you look in here where it says hot and cold molecules, cold and hot, as cold particles heat, they contain more energy and so vibrate and separate. Okay? Now, look at this case right here. Elizabeth and Anthony are talking about thermal energy. Who do you think is actually correct? Is it Anthony or Elizabeth? Anthony says, energy cannot be created. When we rub our hands together, kinetic energy changes into thermal energy. Kinetic energy, remember, motion into thermal energy. Are they getting warmer or are they getting cooler? Okay, so Elizabeth says thermal energy can be created, like when we rub our hands together and they get warm. So which of the two do you think is actually correct? Think about it, okay? And I might actually go over this on Friday. In this part right here, we're gonna go next to a demonstration of the sweet tea. So hang in there, guys. Let me go ahead and stop in here. You don't need to record anything for this part, but it was very important for you to see some examples because you're going to have some cases on Friday that you need to tell me, how the particles are moving from where to where and the name of it, because there are different types of thermal energy, and we're going to talk about this later. Good job, guys.